Well, I am here with Lynette Farhart. She is the Executive Director of Project Houseworks. Lynette, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. Lots of exciting things happening in your organization.
That's right.
So let's just talk first about what is Project Houseworks?
So Project Houseworks is a local nonprofit that provides free home repairs and modifications for seniors. So that's anywhere from plumbing, electrical, roofing, to the modifications that would include a chair lift or a tub to shower conversion, ramp, railings, lots of grab bars, and when we can, relocating laundry machines from the lower level to the main floor so a senior doesn't have to go in the basement just to do that. So anything that a senior would need to live and age in a safe and healthy home.
Okay, and how do people find you? I mean,
Yeah, we have a small staff, and we serve a lot of seniors every year, and we really don't do a lot of outreach, but we really don't need to. There's a lot of agencies in Omaha that know about our services, so if someone calls United Way 211, they'll refer them to us. The planning department refers a lot of people to us, so the agencies that know about the elderly homeowners that are trying to stay in their homes, they have the senior call us, and we start on the process.
So have you seen over the years, because how long have you been with, because you changed names like last year or the year before?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. This will be the third and final name change.
Okay.
We were Christmas in April, and some people still remember us as that.
At what?
Christmas in April.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, that's how it started. And then they changed the name in early 2000s to Rebuilding Together.
Okay.
And last year we moved away from the national office and became Project Houseworks.
Okay, and you've been with the organization for how long?
A little over 6 years.
Okay. How have you seen the needs change over the years? Have they changed?
Well, I don't know if the need necessarily has changed. I think our organization has changed a lot.
Yeah.
When I started, we were doing minor repairs for seniors, so we might go in and fix their sink or do an electrical repair, but very minor. But we've moved into a model where we do a whole house assessment.
Okay.
And so they may call because their sink doesn't work, but we're going to go in and check to see, if there's any trip and fall hazards, if their plumbing works, if their electrical works. We'll check their roof to make sure that it's not leaking or if it's old and needs to be replaced. And all the work that we do is for free. We never charge anybody anything for our services. And so we've gone from doing minor repairs to investing $5,000 to $20,000 into these homes for lasting impact.
How can people, we're going to talk about Brush Up, but I want to talk about how do people support you?
Omaha is such a great community. We have all the family foundations that are so generous to us.
Okay.
We also get funding through the planning department, which comes from HUD. And we also get funding from the Federal Home Loan Bank. And so, again, those are big grants that allow us to do those big projects.
So as an individual, because as you know, I mean, both my parents passed away this year, but also my mother in Estes Park, I just look at her and going through some of like the things that she potentially needed to have help on her house. Can I go to your website and just like make a donation?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay.
There's a big donate button on there.
Okay, all right.
But I think like what I hear in the community over and over is from people to say, I wish I would have known about you.
Yes.
And my mom and dad could have used you.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so important right now to get the word out about our services. We served 184 seniors last year. I mean, we're doing a lot of work, and but we know the need is out there. And in the next 10 to 15 years, as the baby boomers age, our footprint's going to grow because the need is going to grow. There's not enough senior housing. They're going to have to stay in their home. And so I think what we do is going to become even more important in the future years.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about kind of the big thing happening as well is Brush Up, which was Brush Up Nebraska or the Paint-a-thon. I mean, and so talk about that because that kind of has merged into what you're doing.
Right, and so Brush Up Nebraska we just celebrated the 30th anniversary, which is
goodness.
I know, it's amazing.
Wow.
Tom and Sheila Pettigrew have been running the organization for the last 30 years, have done an amazing job, and they want to retire. So last August, Tom called and said, can you help me find someone? And at the end of the conversation, we were like, hey, let's just merge. That would, that makes complete sense because they serve seniors, we serve seniors, and it's all about housing and keeping the seniors in their house. And so we just worked through the process this last year and merged. And so we actually hosted it with them on August 17th. We had 40 teams painting 40 houses on one day. And I know if you think about it, that's truly amazing. Our community is so great when stepping up. But we need more teams. We actually had almost 90 homeowners apply, and so we had to turn down 50 homeowners.
Wow.
And so when we are putting them through to next year, but we know we're going to get that many applications again next year. And I'm really trying to get the word out to engage more companies to do a really fun paint day with their employees.
And what does it mean what does it mean to have your house painted?
Well, for a senior, it's not necessarily maybe an issue. I mean, of course, you want to keep your house, preserve your house.
Absolutely.
And the paint preserves the house.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing. But, at the end of the day, it's really about the pride of your home.
Yes.
And feeling good about living there and not wanting to be the house on the block that needs work and needs to be painted.
Yeah.
And they can't afford it. And so it's not going to be done unless there's a great volunteer team that comes in to help them.
How can people volunteer?
So we will start recruiting after the beginning of the new year.
Okay.
And if they just go to our website, projecthouseworks.org, they can click on the brush up link and find out information about how their team can get involved.
All right. Well, that just a mental note for me and for you. I need to have you on right after the first of the year to talk about that, because so important what you're doing. And
I appreciate that. That would be great.
And get more people involved. Lynette, thank you so much. So learning more, projecthouseworks.org is the place to go.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Andy.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we will be right back.